Hi, and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers. Finally out again. It's been so annoying. I know I've gone on about it, so I'm not going to go on about it too much now, but I've had no car. Hopefully I'm getting one next week, but we are out in the, I don't know if this is classed as the South or the Midlands. I would always think it was the South, but I think it's technically the Midlands, but it looks good already. Me and Bear have only just walked in. He is going crazy looking round, and this place looks like it's going to be really interesting. And there's loads of stuff in here from what I can see, but not so much that it's annoying, like under your feet kind of stuff. But let's get looking round. Now there is a battery on a fire alarm running out somewhere, but it looks like it's going to be good in here. He's gone mental. He normally stays with me recently, but he's been running around this place like crazy already. First thing he did was go upstairs straight away. Anyway, let's look around in here. I've got to be careful because there's a load of letters on there with addresses all over. Now, I don't normally like kitchens, but I don't know what it is about this one. Like, I feel like this person had maybe a bit of style about them, but outdated style, but style all the same. Because there's some, I don't know, like, there's just certain things I've seen already. Look at that. Front door and back door buzzer. I'm guessing. But you don't usually see things like that in just a normal house. But yeah, there's just, it's very, I don't know, 70s. It's making me think 70s, this place. But almost like a stylish 70s, if that's a possible thing. And like I said, I'm not normally bothered about kitchens and things, but I think it's, look at these. Like a little mini meat cleaver thing there, look, and all the knives racked up. Things like that normally aren't here. They've been nicked or thrown all over, but it just seems, this place seems to be in relatively good condition. Pans still on the cooker. Just, I don't know, it's like somebody walked out of it yesterday. In the 1970s. But yeah, look at the curtains. Those curtains are, what are you doing? Did I have a quick look in cupboards? Hey up. Wait a minute. Sounded like somebody walking upstairs then. That were weird. He's been upstairs, so there can't be. Now, not only the noise of somebody walking, but like the, you know, like when you get pressure on your ears, when there's like a boom, boom. I don't know if that's just me because I've got weird ears, but that was strange. I don't like that. Well, I don't like it already. I do though. I think it's really good in here. Oh, he's in there having a look round. Yeah, look, we've got, it's only cheap cutlery, I think. Nothing too expensive. And then, some shamboard. I don't know, I feel like I like this person that lived here. I feel like, yeah, like, look at it in here. Oh God. Oh, the floor's coming to pieces, that's a shame. Because it's parquet floor and it's lovely. But yeah, look how it's all set out. Look at all the little, like, although I feel like it is an old person that lived here, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're young at heart. Maybe it's just me. I love that tea set, and I don't usually like flowery stuff, but that tea set is beaut. It's almost, you used to get like lettuce leaf pottery and like things like that, and that's what that makes me think of because of the green and the waviness. It's really good. Paperweights as well. My ex-wife used to collect paperweights. I used to buy them all the time for her. But some of these, like if they signed, I can't really, I've got a dodgy shoulder again like I did last year, so I'm a bit worried. I'm trying not to do too much because I don't want to make it worse. But yeah, they can be signed on the bottom of them by the maker, and sometimes they're worth quite a lot of money. That's cool as well. I feel like this person's well-travelled. There's just a bit, look, like you've got African influence there. You've got Japanese or Chinese influence there. That looks maybe Greek. Oh, look at this. RN College Squash Competition 1951 winner. So they can't have been young, but look, this is what I mean. I know that's just a glass bottle, but there's something quite stylish about it in a very 70s kind of way. I also recognise that pottery, but I can't think what it is. It's something that I've had at some point, like when I've been buying and selling stuff. Now, I know little bits like this, I don't usually go mad for. It's like knickknacks and bits and bats. But there's something about, look, is that Greek? I thought Russian at first, but I think it's Greek. So maybe it's a Greek cookbook. Then you've got something that's not Chinese or Japanese. It looks maybe like Nepalese or Noblinese or something like that. And then you've got something similar to African again. There's different influences all over. I love that. Don't know why, but I do. That's Welsh, so we'll not talk about that too much. That's a little monkey head. But yeah, do you know what I mean? There is so many different influences, and I bet if we looked in all these cupboards underneath, there'd be even more stuff. I might have a quick gander, but actually I'm gonna look at these first. Look on here. Wow. Now, where are they from with the pointy hats? Are they from Nepal? I can't remember. And then, I don't know where these two would be from. Maybe Spanish? Looks a bit Spanish. Not sure about her. They're definitely Spanish, those two. And she's definitely a Spanish senorita. And then, is that maybe Switzerland? And Chinese or Japanese, probably Japanese, that one, to be fair. And then there's a few more over there. So she's definitely, I'm presuming it's a woman. It feels like it should be a woman because of the amount of dolls. But I might be wrong. Let's come around and look at these. So yeah, another doll. You're having a look. Covered in cobwebs already, mate. The Scottish one is horrendous. Why would the Scottish one look like that? Look at her scalp. What's she got all over her? She's been pouring iron brew down her. And Aggies. That is not a good look, love. All these lovely women from all around the world, and you're representing us like that. Be ashamed. Be very ashamed. But yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the travel thing that I feel some connection to with this woman, because there is different influences all the way through from what I've seen, because I've walked through 2 rooms to get into the kitchen and there's different stuff all over. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just feeling her. No, I'm not feeling her. Maybe I'm just feeling her vibes. It's got a bit of a good aura in here. Anyway, let's keep looking. Now, there'll be a few people on here that won't even like that. I really do. It's only like a little store. Look, you can see the little guy's face there. But I've been to so many places that have those little stalls, like in India and in China and stuff, that have got all the fruits and veg. But the further away you get from it, I think the more you can tell what it is. When you get up close, because it's sort of like dabbed on, it's almost impossible to see what it is. And then it's got a little, maybe Japanese signature in the corner from 1991. But I know for a fact a lot of people will hate that. I actually really like it because it makes me think of when I've been away before. Now, one thing I will say, I don't know whether it's because I've already got a cough and I'm coughing like pretty much all the time. The mold in here is horrendous, like really bad. I could feel it on my lungs, which I know you're all going to say, you should be wearing a mask. You shouldn't come out when you're poorly. You should stay in bed until you're better. You know that's not me and it's not going to happen. So let's not just argue about it. Let's just let me get on with it. But it is bad in here. And I wouldn't say that very often, but today I can feel it. Now, I think this bit of wall sums that up perfectly. Look at that. How bad is that bit there? With the white and the black mould on it. Anyway, I wanted to have a look at this. Let me just move that. I like that little shovelly thing. It's good, that. I don't think it's silver. Does it come out of that? But anyway, I want to have a look in here. It definitely looks maybe like recipes. I have no idea what any of that says there. If anyone wants to Google translate it for me, feel free. But I'm pretty sure it's recipes looking at that. Right, let's go into the main living room. Now, this is only a little dining room like an offshoot from the kitchen. Now, the kitchen's already got a little seating area, but I don't think you realise how big this front room is. Like, I'm not even lighting up very well, but it is big. I think it's because it's open plan as well. I'm just going to turn my torch up a bit, actually. See if I can get a bit more out of it. Is that any better? That's a little bit better. Because I usually, little houses, I'll only have the brightness on like maybe 40. I can't see that now. And now it's on 59. So it is a big room. I'd say it's got big bright colours as well. Oh, look at all these toys on here. Oh, I'm not one for teddies in abandoned houses because they make me feel a bit icky. I don't know why. They always seem mucky and horrible. A bit loppy. But I don't know what it is. All these sat together on here. Like, I remember, when's that from now? I remember that thing. And obviously there's the Me to You bears. Everybody had Me to You bears. But I don't know. I think it's because they're all sat together, all happy still. Oxford United Football Club. But yeah, they're all friends, and I like that. I'm a proper girl, aren't I? Proper girl. Oh no, why are you sat over there though? I feel bad on him. I'm gonna have to. Oh, he's got funny ears. I'm gonna move him to sit with these over here, because then at least he's happy. That's a bit better. Just notice there's loads of alcohol, and they're like mostly filled bottles as well, which is mad. I wonder if, like, kids or explorers, like, come in these places and get bladdered. I try stuff. You know, I've tried stuff in the past, but I wouldn't sit there and drink somebody's booze because, one, it's a bit disrespectful, but two, I don't know, I'd be a bit icked out by it. So, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think people actually do that? Right, looking on here, I love it. I don't know what it is about this house, and I wouldn't have it as a... Well, no, I would have the house. I wouldn't have the design of the house, but I do appreciate it and like it. Got some more miniatures there. But I like that big lamp. That's very sort of 70s-ish. You've got an African lady with a lamp on her head. I seem to remember something like this. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for. Can you, like, lift it? Oh, it's... Oh, I didn't think it was made out of pottery. Thought it was plastic. But I do remember things like that. And then you've got a mummified spider just dangling down. And these guys, I remember, were you off gin? Are you something to do with gin? Bottles of gin. They look French. I know, maybe Spanish, possibly French. Is that bad? That I'm assuming that they're French just because they've got big moustaches. And then we've got some, I like them. I really like them, actually. With that yellow background as well, it just really stands out. And then a couple of little horses at the bottom. But there's some really good stuff. Not necessarily like pick it up and go through it kind of stuff. Just stuff. And things like, look at that little dog. The little dog's right good with his big long nose and an owl there. I definitely could imagine it being a very upper middle class house, and them coming round for their like wine parties and cheese and grape parties and things like that. I could just imagine it talking about art and Europe and stuff. I don't know. I just think. And their year in Kenya, that sort of stuff, don't you think? That's what it's giving me, this place. I think that's maybe because of the dining area. I can imagine them all sitting in there, and then maybe just the woman and her partner sitting and watching telly on a night. I don't think that this would be used all the time. I think they'd sit in there. Maybe I'm wrong. What are you doing? What are you doing, you little fatty? Yeah, you know I'm talking to you when I say that. What are you doing? You're such a weirdo. What a weirdo you are. Oh, look. Tourism in Greece. I wonder if this person was Greek that lived here. Look, another one, another book on Greece there. I wonder if they were. Maybe this is why they've got this style of stuff. Maybe it's not 70s. Maybe it's like more contemporary for Greece, because each country's got different styles. Oh, I used to collect these. Now, Debs, who is one of our subscribers, lives down sort of Devon, Cornwall way. And I don't want to give your address out. That's why I'm not saying exactly where you live. But you see these on the coast there all over. And I used to collect them. I'm sure my mum's still got them. And I got like one in a blue uniform, one that was a sailor like that. And I loved them. And I used to collect them every time I went to Cornwall every year. It's so good. Oh, look, we've got another French guy. Is he French? He could be Greek. Oh, maybe he's Greek. He's got the fluffy slipper feet things that Greek people wear. So maybe he's Greek. I don't know. And then they've got this guy with the moustache and the lipstick. Don't know what that's all about. He's even got eyeshadow on. Now, these days, it's fine. Everybody can wear what they want. I've had eyeliner on at one point in my life, going out clubbing in Brighton. So anyone could... I know. Anyone can wear what they want and do what they want. That's absolutely fine by me. Like, I'm not in charge. I'm not saying, like, if it wasn't fine by... Oh, shut up, Matt. But... fucking idiot. But there is some cool stuff knocking about. I'm loving this place, and we've only been downstairs so far. What are you doing? You can't get the teddy. Just because I said, go on then. Go on then. That doesn't mean you can get the... No, not the... Can't have the teddy. It's not yours. Don't be sneaky and get it when I'm not looking in a bit, because I know what you're like. My stomach turned then because I could see his reflection in that telly and I thought someone were down there. I don't know why it would be someone. But yeah, in my head there was someone hiding behind the telly, which is a bit freaky. What is behind the telly? What are you looking for? The person. That's how you get cobwebs all over you. Looking behind stuff. Anyway, back to looking on here. I've got a very naughty African lady who's getting her boobies out. We've got a beefeater man up there. Is it beefeater gin I was thinking about with the one over that side? Oh no, because he's wearing something different. It's gin with that uniform in it. So I don't know what the guy over there is. Is it John Smith's or something? What we got down here? Look, I'd sort of ignored all this lot because I was looking up on top of here. Look at all the different matchboxes, all the different ones from all over the place. That's really good. I'm going to have to get it up here and have a look. Right, before we go any further, I need to ask a favour of you. I am on almost 67,000 subscribers now. Let's hit 70,000 by... I don't know when. Let's just bloody do it. Get on it. If you're not subscribed, because I know there's a lot of you watch the videos and think, oh, it costs me money to subscribe. It doesn't. Like the videos, subscribe, and comment on them. And please help me get to 70,000, because I want 100,000. I can't get there unless we hit 70,000 first. Anyway, back to the export. Now, there'll be a few of you out there going, why are you doing that? What are you picking up matchboxes for? Because I'm telling you now, there'll be some interesting ones in here. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got Swiss Air. Where else are they from? They'll be from... Oh, look. A Greek restaurant in Oxford. Now, we're not far... Obviously not far away from Oxford. But we're not in the middle of the place. What are they? Souvenir matches. So, yeah, they've got these from all over the place. What's this one? Birdland. Bolton on the Water, Birdland. I'm sure I saw something really cool a minute ago. What's this one? Eagle. Is that a picture of a destroyer boat on the back of it? Oh, they're cool. I could look through these for ages. What were they? Olympic Airways. I don't know who Olympic... Is that an American thing, Olympic Airways? I'm not sure. But it is cool. Like I said, where's that? Oh, look. That's from America. Continental Plaza, North Michigan at Delaware, Chicago, Illinois. So definitely well-travelled. The Playboy Club, Cincinnati. So yeah, they've been all over by the looks of things. Lee Cooper. They make jeans. And like normal ones like Camel. Cigarettes and stuff. That's really cool. I like that. It's a good way of collecting things that are only small, but like shows where you've been. Although, are you allowed to take matches on the plane with you? I didn't think you were. Now, I'm pretty sure a car has just pulled up outside. I heard loud music, then the car stopped, and the music's gone off. But there are houses round here, so I'm hoping they've just gone in another house. But we need to get looking round before someone comes. I've got a weird feeling someone's coming here today anyway. I had it since I got here. Felt uneasy. So, and then this place made me forget all about it because it's good. Right, carry on round. Got the old Toshiba stereo. Quite a freaky looking thing there, look. That's freaky. And then moving through here. Oh, what's this? Best wishes on your name day to Kiki. With love from Rosemary and Ron. Kiki. Now, no doubt, everybody and their mother that's been exploring here will call this place Kiki's house. Oh, it's Kiki's house. But why? What's a name day? What's a name day? Is it birthday? When you got your name? I don't get it. I've honestly never heard of a name. Oh, did it again then. I saw my own torch in there. You need to stop scaring myself, man. But I don't know. Or is it when you change from a man to a woman? Do you change your name and it's your name day? I don't know. You need to tell me about that because I'm not sure. So, oh God, there's stuff all over the floor. Right, so this is the back of where we were a second ago. And there's another like little seating area here, which I bet they never sat on, ever. Then we've got some saxophone players. Ooh, photographs. We'll look at them in a minute. I'll come back to those. Oh, it's like a little study. Right, let's have a look in here. I've always sort of wanted a study. Like somewhere I could do my work at home. But because I've got 3 kids, a dog, and all sorts of other stuff. What's this say here, look? PN Malta, squash champion 1965 winner. I think that other thing in there was squash. But this is in Malta. So, maybe they're not Greek. Am I being thick? Malta, oh God. Malta's not Greece, is it? Malta's its own thing. Isn't Malta the one that's got like half of it's owned by someone and half of it's owned by someone else? Or am I making that up? I'm not sure. There's something that I'm thinking, like there's a militarised zone somewhere, like a no man's land. I'm sure that's Malta. I've never been to Malta because it's generally, in my head, it's where old people go. So I might be totally wrong with that. What's this say? Cows Regatta, 1899. Race for 4 odd gigs, second prize. Won by Egret's Gig. Oh, that's the name of the boat. Because the gig is the boat, I'm guessing. So Egret's Gig. 1899 though. Cows is the island on the island, isn't it? Not Isle of Man. Isle of Wight. Cows, I think. Oh, look, another one. Malta Squash Championship 1965. So they were definitely good at squash. 100% they were good at squash, but 1899. It looks too new to be from 1899, that. It's been well looked at. What a shame. What's that? 126 years old. Just left in here. I hate that. And then we've got... Oh, you always used to get those, like, with your meals in Greece and places like that. And they've definitely saved it. That's a little Greek man. And that looks like it may be in Greece. But is it Greece or is it Malta now? I'm thrown. I'm just thinking because the books in there said Greece, but the stuff in here says Malta. So I'm not too sure. Maybe they just had family all over. Maybe they were just like travelling circus or something. Right. Car's just gone past with music on again. Stopped. And then carried on, and Bear's making noises. What are you doing, you? Is someone here? I don't like it when he does that. You know I don't. Anyway, let's carry on looking on here. Now, the one thing I've just noticed a minute ago is this guy. Now, I don't know who he is. I'm sure somebody will tell me who he is. But isn't that the Cypriot flag in the background? I'm sure that's Cyprus, that flag. But once again, I could be wrong. And also, that is a big double chin. That is a hell of a double chin. It's really well drawn, though. Really, really like it. I'm guessing this woman was... maybe she wasn't an artist. Maybe she was just into her art. I don't know. And who's this guy as well? That's not him, is it? Some politician, by the looks of things. Please tell me if you do know these things. I love it when we find out stuff. Like when we found out about the Israeli Prime Minister that there was photos of. I love finding things like that. And then, is that a paint? That can't be a painting. That's got to be a photo. I'm pretty sure that's a photo. But then other parts of it look like a painting. I don't know. I'm guessing that's Oxford. And they're very Greek as well. Regardless of whether it's Greece, Cyprus, Malta, whoever it is very, very much attached to that part of the world. Obviously, they're not far from each other. But this person interests me. They're different. It's not just like somebody that's been born in the UK and died in the UK. Like, maybe they did, but like their family has come from somewhere else, and I love it. I love like doing my little thing of looking around and trying to work out their history. It's good. Now, this is such a strange, eclectic thing. So you've got Winston Churchill, history of English-speaking peoples. You've then got things like Sigmund Freud up there as well. What else did I see? Winged leader, Johnny Johnson. So they're very much into like World War II stuff, but wasn't all that area, wasn't there big battles around Greece in World War II? And they all loved Winston Churchill, I'm sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Boswell on the Grand Tour, Germany and Switzerland, 1764. That book's clearly not from 1764, but it's about it. And then you've got wedding photos. Oh, look at these. I love this sort of photo. Not necessarily that one, but look at that. That's just them having a really good day out together and taking really cool snaps. I love it. Look at the things that they're wearing. Right? The hats and the collars and the dresses. You know, with the fake pearls. It just looks so much fun. It looks really, really good. Like, she doesn't look fun. She looks cool. She almost looks like a writer or something. But, now look. Things are rarely what they seem. It's rarely the case that one partner is doing all the giving, even if it looks that way. When one finds something, the truth can be startling. I'm not somebody who takes something, takes and does not give. in Jack, my old therapist, we used to say I give too much. I didn't necessarily give publicly for all to see. Behind closed doors, I give a lot to my relationship. This is how come I love relationships. I wouldn't it have a giving part. I don't know what that is. I wasn't equally giving. Oh, I don't want to read it all because it sounds quite sad. But yeah, it's all about someone's relationship, and it's sad. It is really sad because they're obviously pouring the heart into that. I'll let you have a look yourself. There you go. Screenshot that and have a look. But I'm not reading through it all because I feel a bit like I'm delving into someone's past. Oh, look. Tale of Peter Rabbit stamps. I don't know when they were brought out. Because my granddad used to get the 150 years of Beatrix Potter. My granddad used to get the ones at the ends. I can't remember what they were called now. First day something or first day. I can't remember. And look, there's another one there. Shackleton and the Endurance Expedition. Some of those could be worth something. You just never know. Stamps can be worth a fortune. It's quite strange, really, because my auntie lives maybe 10 minutes from here. I feel a bit bad because I'm not going to go and see her, but it is like 11 o'clock at night and I'll be off somewhere else tomorrow. So I do feel a little bit bad. But her husband, my uncle, who's dead now, he used to collect stamps. I once remember getting in massive trouble for going and looking through them. I got in proper trouble. But some of them, he had penny blacks, he had all sorts, and they were worth a fortune, an absolute fortune. But it's weird that we're like 10 minutes away from her house, and whenever I think of stamps, I think of either my granddad or my uncle, and literally we're around the corner from my auntie's house, which is really strange. Anyway, just thought I'd tell you. I don't really know why I told you that. Now, some more stamps there, Battle of Britain ones. Once again, I do need to be very careful because there is addresses everywhere. So that's why I'm not lingering too much in this room, even though I want to. There's things I want to look at. Look at that. Military wedding. Did we just see those same people? Oh, yeah, look. That's her with, I'm presuming, her dad. He looks a bit old to be her dad. But that's the same woman getting married to... Guessing he's in the Navy. Looks like a Navy uniform to me, that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But I do like the military stuff, like military weddings and things. I just think it'd be cool. Like I got married in a kilt, and a little bow tie. I looked quite cute. I was only thin and little and everything. I looked about 12 years old, but. Like, to be able to get married in a military uniform would be really cool. I think you'd look really good. But obviously back in the day, a lot more people were in the military because back end of the war and things like that. But they probably wouldn't have found it at school, but I think it's really good. Now, I'd not noticed the safe here. Someone's been rifling through the safe. Once again, got to be careful because there are addresses, but all sorts is on the floor where stuff's been just chucked out of this safe. They've looked in that bottom bit there. I hope nobody's taken like something substantial out of a safe. I'd hate to think that, because I have heard of people taking thousands of pounds out of these places, like in old money, and like slowly cashing it in and changing it. And I couldn't do it, me. I really couldn't. Like I couldn't. But the only thing with money is, like, if nobody's coming to claim it, it's not got that sentimental value to it. I'm not saying people should take money, but I sort of understand it more than taking something that could have been like a family heirloom. I still don't agree with it, but people do things. There's a couple of things over here I just totally missed. I don't know why I sort of skipped from here over to there. Oh no, I didn't even really look over there. I looked at the pictures, didn't I? But that, I don't know what that's from, but I definitely recognise it. But I tell you what I do like. I like this. this little oil well thing with the date bit in the middle. It's not particularly very, well, it's still old, but not like 1800s old. It's like 1940s, 30s, something like that maybe. So I still like it though. And look, 1977 keyring from the Jubilee. And I've got I wonder if that's Kiki. I don't know. I am so tempted to start singing Kiki Do You Love Me, which most of you probably won't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm going to look at this passport and see if I can show you. Right, I am so glad I looked at this and I can show you. Right, I'm sure somebody can find who this is. Mr. Martin Henry Packard, MBE. British subject, citizen of United Kingdom and colonies. Now, it does have an address in it, but it's Derby. And I'm not in Derby, but that's him. Look at him. He looks cool. And it's been cancelled, obviously. It's an old one. But he was born in 1931. And he was a business executive in Derby. I think that's really cool with his hazel brown eyes. I reckon the women would be after him. But then, right, look at this. So this passport's from 1970 and it's valid until just before I was born. But right, I think I've been to a lot of places, right? Look at this. Malta, where else? Geneva, Swiss, I don't know. More looking like Greece. Loads of Greek. How many flights? Honestly, how many times has this passport been stamped? I'm not really going to stop on any of them now because they're mainly all the same. But that is crazy. Oh, United States. Visa. 1978. There's loads. I'm skipping pages here. And there's loads and loads and loads of different ones. When I lost my passport, I was devastated because it got so many stamps in it. But trust me, that makes mine look empty. How many flights? Like, I was going on 1 or 2 flights a month last year. How many flights? Like, was he going every day, every week? To get that many stamps? Just seems a bit mad, doesn't it? Bit crazy. Like he's flying over for a day, coming back and going again. Just seems to make no sense. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not over 1 year, it's over 9 years. But still, seems a lot to me, that. Oh, look at that. Is that Malta? I'm guessing they are Maltese then, purely because the amount of stamps to Malta. It's got to be, or they just own businesses there. Look at that. I don't think that's that old, but it's cool. It's good. 1960s maybe? Don't know. That globe's good because it's not a new globe. Like, you get a lot of plastic ones these days. This one, look, you can see the paper's been put on in sections. And sometimes you can work out how old they are by things that are there. Oh God, I can't put my foot down. Just a minute. Let's have a look. It doesn't spin, which is quite annoying. Just a minute. Let's turn the whole thing round. Right, Europe. Let's look at Germany. The reason I'm looking at Germany, I've seen if it was West Germany and East Germany, but it's just Germany. So it's either after the 1980s or before the war. So I'm not too sure looking at that. There will be other countries that I can look on there that will have changed. Oh, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. So it's before 1990, because that's, oh, was it 91 when it changed over to Russia? I don't know, but just got to keep away from Greenland just in case it's a national security. Oh my Lord, I'm not even getting into that, but it's mental. I try not to be like talk about politics and stuff like that, but Some of the things that have been said and gone off recently are just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I'm not saying what and I'm not saying who because it will get me in trouble. Now we've got a little coat of arms up there, and that's another Oxford University building, I think. What have we got down here? Homer's Iliad. There's all sorts. There's a clever person, I think, that lived here. I don't think it was just some random. I think they got something about them because of the amount of books and the amount of cool stuff in here. Right, let's head out of this room. Oh, there's those pictures to look at first. It's doing me head in. I've got no internet, so I can't look at Malta. And, like, I'm pretty sure that Malta was the 60s or 70s. They were Britain, and then they changed over to, like, independence and all that. I don't know if the Greeks owned it at one point, like way back in the day. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that they are their own state or country or whatever now. But it's doing me head in because I don't know. Right, looking at these pictures down here. Look at the... Oh, I'm struggling to get down to it, if I'm being honest. Look. Everything for photography and cinematography. Bell Howell Victor Kodak Pathoscope. So Kodak's obviously a big company now. I'm guessing they worked alongside other companies back in the day. Look. That's cool. This is what I'm saying, like, they look like we're having so much good fun. And I don't... Like, if you think about the Instagram photos and stuff today, and think about all the trout pouts and, like, how people are together, are they going to look like that? Well, I don't know if they want to look like her, but do you know what I mean? Everything's so staged and, like, got to be perfect these days. You don't see many people posting stuff like, just like your mates, without all having to, like, wear certain things and look in a certain way and, oh no, don't post that photo, look at my face and look at my makeup. Like, back then, people just used to just have a laugh. Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't alive back then, but it just seems that way to me. Maybe I'm wrong, that's how it seems. Now, looking at some of these photos, look, you've got boats and the British flag, the Union flag. Unless it's on a... I can't tell if that's on a boat. If it's on a boat, it's the Union Jack. If it's not on a boat, it's the Union flag. But everybody calls it the Union Jack anyway. But I wonder if that's Malta. I wonder if they're pictures from when they lived there or stayed there or something. Seems that way. Anyway, I'll leave them where they are. And I'll take this chair back that I've shifted so I can sit down and look at them. Now, being bare, because it's cold, my nose is going red because it is so cold in here. But I'm so glad me and Bear are staying in a hotel tonight. Actually, Bear is staying in the hotel with me. I'm quite annoyed. It's an easy hotel, like EasyJet. And they charged me a tenner for him to stay on top of the £71 that it will cost him for me to stay. And then £15 to park my car in the car park. Absolutely ridiculous. So it ended up costing me £96 to stay. But I'm so glad because it is so cold. Although tomorrow night, I think we will be sleeping in my dad's car. It's going to be freezing. But thank you to Debs, I have got some, like, big woolly warm things to put on. So that's good. Now, we were saying how sort of perfect this place looked apart from the mould. Now you can see we've got... This is where the damp's coming through, I'm guessing, because look, you've got more mould on there. The bit where I said the black and white mould is literally behind that door there. So it's this end of the building, I think, that's the problem. You're not going yet, Bear. What are you sitting there for? What are you sitting there for? Upstairs? We're going upstairs. Go on then. Go on then. God. Well, when I said go upstairs, I didn't mean like kill yourself to get up there. Oh, look at this at the top of the stairs. This is cool. Like, you can't see these. They're just like mould paintings. Oh, that says Kiki on it there, look. So I'm guessing she did that. That's cool. Right, let's get upstairs, because I think that's those teddy bears. Right, do you remember the thing that we found downstairs that I liked? I said it looks like a Japanese picture. Well, it's Kiki's signature by the looks of things, because these are Kiki's bears. Now, I wasn't too sure at first if they were the ones on the settee, but I saw two things. One, that's the big guy that I moved, that was all by himself. And two is Oxford United. So they are the ones that are sat downstairs. How much did she love these bears? That not only did they get their own settee, but they got their own painting as well. I think that's pretty cool, me. Oxford United Milk Cup. The Milk Cup hasn't been around for years. I don't even know what the milk... I think Milk Cup's like the Johnson's Paint Trophy these days or something. It's not called the Milk Cup anymore. It's a football cup, by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So, like, you have the FA Cup, and then you have your league. It used to be the Coca-Cola Cup. And at some point in the 80s, I think, it was called the Milk Cup. So that bear's at least from the 80s. Right, bear's... Oh, he's here. He headed off in that direction. Now, I have got to be careful round here, because I can see things are falling through, which may mean the floors are bad as well. That stuff's horrible. Have you ever got that stuff on you? It gets on your back and it itches because it's made out of fiberglass. It's horrid. Oh my Lord, look at it in here. Bear, be careful, man. Oh dear. It's bad in here. Obviously, it's looking like this was her main bedroom. But the feeling in here, I think it's because there's no ceiling to like make it echoey. It just feels weird. Because like when you walk in a room, your voice bounces off the ceiling and the walls. In here, it's got somewhere to go. So it doesn't, it just feels like you're outside almost. Right. Don't really like him walking over that, but I'm not going to be able to stop him. I know that for a fact. And a little guy there. Now, most of the good stuff looks like it's over at the other side. So I'm just going to make my way over and have a look. Right, we're around the other side of the bed now. I think this is Kiki's mum. I don't think it's Kiki. I think it's Kiki's mum and dad. He looks really young. Really young. But yeah, I reckon that's Kiki's mum and dad. Because, I don't know though. If that's maybe 60s and she was in her 20s, then no, it could be Kiki. That could be Kiki. Because say if she's in her 80s now, that would make sense. So that could quite easily be Kiki. And look, is that the same person? It is, isn't it? Look at her. Now you can sort of, I think you can tell she's got some sort of Maltese, Cypriot, Greek about her. She's got that look around the eyes and the nose. I always think that I've got a bit of a look like that as well. Like around my nose. I've got a very Jewish nose. And I know that's probably not a great thing to say, but everybody has, like, if you're from Sweden, you've got blonde hair. If you're from a certain place, you've got, like, different attributes. And it's not a bad thing. But obviously, generally, and if I know that I have got Jewish heritage way back, you can say I'm sort of panicking a little bit because you've got to be very, I'm not anti-Semitic. Is that right? I almost said antiseptic. That would have been wrong. But no, I'm not. Like, I love everybody. I think everyone's brill. Like, anybody, any faith, any religion, anything like that. As long as they're good people, they're brilliant. So, I'm not being horrible. But I've either got a very Roman or a very Jewish nose. And me and my dad always say that we've got like Neanderthal heads. Like, big, not 4 heads, 5 heads. So... So, yeah, that's me making fun of me. So, I'm allowed to do it. Please don't cancel me. Right, sometimes he goes bombing round. Sometimes he just goes and sits somewhere like that. You don't even notice he's there. he's quiet. But on this occasion, he just moved, and I saw him last second. That he likes sitting in things like that. I don't know why. It might feel safe, I'm not sure. Now, I've got lots of bits of jewellery and stuff on here. Mostly, well, all sort of tat. Stuff that's not really worth very much, because all the good stuff will have been stolen quite a while ago by the looks of things. Look at them. They're cool. But yeah, there's, look, definitely stuff that's been taken. Empty boxes everywhere. So it's a shame, really, isn't it? I just think if someone was stealing like my grandma or my mum's jewellery, how angry I'd be, just for maybe 30 or 40 or 100 quid, like just to make themselves a little bit of quick profit. It's horrible, isn't it? Now the damp in this wardrobe is absolutely diabolical. Look at it. It's obviously all been coming through there. You've got all the black mould all over these clothes. All sorts of different sorts of greens and blacks and brown mould. It's awful. Absolutely terrible. Right, we'll make our way this way. Now, I think this place is bigger upstairs than it is downstairs. Just looking at it from outside. We've not been in here yet, but the reason I think that is, look, when I look round this corner, it goes right up there as well. So I don't really know how it works. Anyway, let's look in this room first, and then we'll make our way around. I don't like... Oh, God. That's an old box. Somebody's been rifling through whatever was in there. Oh, look at these. These are old, sort of, probably 19... Don't know. You see, they make me think of... There. They make me think of 1980s decorations, but I bet they're older. But that's because we used to have decorations like this in... Oh, I've got my thumb stuck. We used to have decorations like this in the 80s, but it makes me think that they were probably from the 60s or 70s. Or maybe even older, I don't know. But yeah, that sort of decoration, totally out of, like, fashion now. But they were pretty cool. Now, I don't know what's in here. Is it glasses and stuff? Yeah, loads of different glass. Way up. I heard a bang. I swear I heard a bang downstairs. I shut the back door properly, and then the other door properly, so I knew if someone was coming in. But that sounded like a door going. But I can't hear anyone. I hate it because then I go on edge and I have to be quiet. I just want to look and not have to worry there's someone grabbing me over my shoulder or bear running downstairs and biting their ankles. I don't know if you will have heard that on camera, but it was like a thud. And the other thing is, he's looking at that door. You alright, Bear? 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 Oh no, I don't know if there's someone here or not. Right, we'll just carry on looking. We'll deal with it when we come to it. Little sewing box. You know what? I don't know if something might have fallen from the floor below, because this floor is not stable. As I'm stood on it then, I don't know if you can tell, but that's shaking. So maybe the thud was something dropping down underneath my feet. Oh, it's you climbing up. Oh, I'm on edge now. Hate it feeling like this. You get shivers down your spine. Oh, look, that's her as well, look. Potentially Kiki. I'd love to find a photo with a name on the back that says Kiki. But yeah, look, I wonder if that's in Malta. Oh, look as well. They're the sort of boats that would have sat round Malta at the time, probably. Right, Bear, can you shift so I can get in here and have a look? You're in my way. What's that? Some more British coins. Oh, Bear, it's been a nightmare. Humpty Dumpty. Little soldier. Seem to like the soldier stuff. But, oh, is it because she was married to a soldier? There's been quite a lot of little military type dolls knocking about, and I wonder if that's the reason why. Because I wonder what happened to her husband. Because I've seen no reference, I've seen letters to Kiki, but nobody else. So I wonder what happened to him. Right, I've just found this in a cupboard, in a brown paper bag. Look, that's not here, because that's, looks like Llanelli Boys County School. But these are stamps from all over. Because my granddad had something very similar to this. Look, Austrian stamps, more Austrian stamps. Look, all the old Canadian stamps with the Queen on and the King. Oh, it's so good. I wonder what year they are. I don't think they had many. Oh, he's scaring me. I don't think they had many Bulgarian stamps or Dominican Republic. Denmark, French colonies like Cameroon, Morocco, Zanzibar, Tanzania, France. So good. I'm going to put these back when I've done. Oh look, these are the Great British stamps. That's like a penny black, but it's not an actual stamp, it's just a picture of it. But yeah, they're all used ones, these. A lot of them, oh look, that says Army Official on that one. A lot of them, they liked to have fresh, unused stamps rather than the ones that have been used. But it depends, certain collectors like certain things. But 12th of May 1937, that one. Silver Jubilee 1910 to 1955. Some really cool stuff. Obviously the British ones would be more collectible here than probably the foreign ones. India, Iceland, there's all sorts. I'm not going to go through them all because they're stamps and I know a lot of people will be bored to death. But like St. Lucia, look, when the British Empire was great. Now I know there's going to be people out there that are going to be like, oh, the British Empire was a terrible thing. But was it? Like, you've got to think, the first thing people think of is, oh, slavery. Yes, there was slavery, but there was slavery in most countries. In fact, in Africa, the Africans were enslaving the Africans, and in other places, exactly the same. But you've also got to think that the British were the people that ended slavery. They went round to different countries and enforced it. They, if you think about all the things that were invented in the UK, the telephone, the TV, the internet, all sorts of stuff. Britain was great. Britain still is great. I know a lot of people will tell you differently. People will tell you walk on the streets and your children get stolen and stuff like that. It's not like that. There's pockets of it, but there is everywhere. Anyway, no politics, Matthew, no politics. Now, there's not much else in here, to be fair. It's like a lot of storage, like look, wrapping paper and things that they just shoved out the way, I think. I did notice that. The Directory of Opportunities for Graduates 1965. Now, the one for 2025 has just got a picture of KFC and McDonald's inside it. But back then, you got all sorts for being a graduate. But anyway, let's head. If I can get past this little fatty that keeps standing under my feet. I'm sitting down there now. We will head out, we'll head out of here and on into the next room. It is so cold. My nose is so cold and literally I've got water running out of it. It's that cold. That bleeding fire alarm's doing my head in as well. Right, come on. How did you get in front of me then? I swear you were behind me. Right, so I've got a bed, what looks like a bedroom in there. Got a bathroom in here, and we'll go up this way first. Just want to look at the delightful green bathroom. It smells funny in here. Not like you would think it would. It doesn't smell of poo. There. Don't smell of poo. It smells like TCP, I think. I think that's what it makes me think of in here. TCP. Is that a load of rat poo in there? Or mouse poo or something? Not sure, but yeah. It's got a very strong, like, medical chemical smell, if that makes sense. Well, there's a bottle of TCP there. So I'm wondering if it's that I can smell. Good old Vicks Vapor Rub. But I was watching something. There was an American the other day on something that was saying that Brits are mad because they put, was it TCP? Or they put something in the bath like TCP. It was some sort of cleaning product. I have never known anyone to put anything like that in the bath. Like TCP I would never put in the bath. I'm sure it was like Flash or something like that. Put a little drop of... Does anybody do that? Is it just me that doesn't do that? Because, like, we never had TCP baths or whatever she were on about. Maybe it's just... I think she lives in Leeds. Maybe it's just people from Leeds. She's called American Peach. You might have seen her on stuff. This is a weird little room, isn't it? Look. We've got a fur coat there. Is it a real one? It's very soft, so I think it is. Feels like it. I don't know if it's a very expensive one. I can't quite tell. I can't quite tell if that's real or not. And then some jackets and stuff behind there. But yeah, it's like a little, almost sitting room in a corridor with a little painting table there, look. It's very strange. Oh, I can imagine, look. Are they little roll-ups? Or cigarette? I can imagine her sitting, smoking and painting and drinking wine. Very much a cosmopolitan kind of lady. That's what she makes me think of. Look, she definitely does like stuff to do with war. I've seen, like, ships. I haven't seen anything that makes me think that children lived here either. Now, grandkids may come round, I suppose, but I feel like it's for her. I don't feel like it's for anyone else. They definitely look Greek or Maltese. But look, Athens. So there's got to be a link to both of them. It can't just be one or the other, surely. Look at all these, though. Everybody used to collect things like that back in the day. Is the owl something to do? I swear that those owls, are they Greek? With the big eyes like that. I'm sure they are. Yeah, look, as well. Oh no, I thought that said RAF, but it says RAC. It's a bit different. No, I was just thinking because they got like army-related books downstairs, and then I saw RA, and I'm like, ooh, it's RAF, I'll talk about that. And then realised it's RAC and felt very stupid because that's what I am. I just noticed these as well. I noticed, look, SRA Handbook, 1951, 1952, 53. It's the Squash Racket Association. She was obviously very good at it. She's got awards doing it and books about it. So she's a painter, she's a squash player, she's a war enthusiast. She's quite an interesting lady, isn't she, really, old Kiki? Right, let's head up past more ceiling that's coming down into what may be the last room. Hey, is that done by her as well? Oh no, FL. That's not going to be Kiki. What is this room? What a weird setup this is. So we've come from the bathrooms to a corridor, to a bath, to a... whatever the hell this room is. A little... I don't know what it is. What is it? Is it a kitchen? Oh, it says Kiki on there, look. But yeah, it's got a big fat microwave. She's got a little mini cans of Coke. When are they from? Is there any dates on them? It's full. 2007. The date on that, 2007. So I did see something downstairs that was 2010. So it's been lived in at least 15 years ago, maybe less than that. And then look, Ulster. We've got, what else we got over here? Oh, Birdland again. She does like her Birdland. Might go and visit Birdland tomorrow if it still exists. The Swan at Tetsworth, Oxon, 14th century inn. I don't know why I like the matchboxes. I never thought I would, but I do. Right, I don't think there's very much more to see. Let's have a look. Oh, but it does say Josh, look. It does say Josh on there. So maybe there was a grandchild. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is Kiki and this is Josh with his cracking tash. Look at that little thing under there. Amstrad MIDI hi-fi system. That's 1980s if ever I've seen it. Bloody hell, that's brill. I love that. What's in here? Oh, lots of alcohol. And I think it's all unopened. Is that port? Yeah, bottles of port and wine. Loads of them. Probably a few quids worth of alcohol there as well, because they're fresh in the box. It looks what could be, oh, it's Carver. I thought it was champagne. Sealed bottles of Sainsbury's Carver. Some money's worth of booze. Probably all out of date, like, but it's a shame, isn't it? It's a waste. And then, yeah, there's nothing much else in here, I don't think. Right, I've had to put Bear back on the lead because I've just heard voices, but I don't know whether. I don't know if I can hear a car now that's started up. I don't know where that is in that. I think it's around the back of the house. You can't really see. But I don't know if someone's just come in or what. Or maybe that sound of that car is them driving off. Might have just come out of a house somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, me and him are going to get out of here before they get here. I stood and listened for a bit. It sounded like there was somebody down just outside, but I can't hear him now. We've missed a bedroom. Better go and look at that before we go. Now, this is why I always say watch right to the last minute, because you just never know what I'm going to find somewhere else or miss. I'm going to leave him on his lead, I think, because if there is somebody knocking about, I want to be able to grab him. But look at all the photos and stuff. I'm glad we came in here now, in this room. Right, we got, look at this. Some shirtless men. Like I said, these are all like similar to what we were looking at earlier on. And they all seem to be having a very grand old time on the boats, and I don't know what that is. What's this? Oh, squash rackets. King Constantine loses the first match. King Constantine of Greece yesterday played his first squash racket match since arriving in Malta on Tuesday. The King was included in the Athens LTC team, which lost 4-1 against the Combined Services team, Malta. Oh, that's cool. So there is a Greek link-up between Malta and Greece. But I'm guessing the military side is the British. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But it's not, that's not, none of it's in English, apart from that one bit we're looking at. Look at this person, look at him. He's very, no, there's just a look about him. What's it say underneath? It says a word. I don't know what that says. And then is that young Kiki? It could be, you know. I think it is. No name on the back. I think it is. I think it's Kiki. And is this her when she was even younger? He's a fella, look at him. Oh, I like him. With his suit, but then his military hat on. I wish people would write stuff on the back. I really do. And if that's Kiki's mother, you can tell. Look at her. If that's Kiki on the bottom right and then the mother. Oh, I love it. I love finding stuff like that. And yeah, it's got to be somewhere like Malta. They're carrying a bloody goat. Wandering around all over the place. Goats. Over there. What else is there? Oh yeah, look. That's that woman we saw downstairs, I think. That I said looked quite stern but good. I do love looking at photos, you know. I really do. What's that? Lieutenant M.H. Packard, RN. Flight number, plane, pilot. And then that. I thought it looked a bit special. I don't actually really know what it is or what it's for. It looks like to hold paperwork. My back is broke. You can tell I've not done this for a few weeks. Can't bend anymore. But yeah, what's this here as well, look? No, it's not in English, but it does look military type thing. Oh, so good, I love stuff like that. But this is what I mean, like, it's obviously a loved place to her, Greece, but also Oxford, because there's pictures and one in front of me as well. There's another one of Oxford, and we are like 10, 15 miles out of Oxford here. So a strong connection to both. But then it's all left. Nobody. I wonder if she didn't have children. Although I don't know who Josh was. Maybe a nephew? I'm going to say, or a niece. You never know. But it's a shame, innit? Yeah, look, you've got University Botanical Gardens, and then somewhere in Malta, and then somewhere in Malta, and then somewhere in Oxford. So definite, like, loves both with a passion. There's some more photos on here, look. Now these are a little bit later by the looks of things. I'm guessing that's her there. Maybe in her 20s. Something like that. Don't know. And then this is later on. Oh! Which would she be though? Is this her? That looks like the 90s maybe. I don't know. I don't like going through photos in a way. Look, this is here. That's the garden around the back that's now all overgrown. It's a beautiful house. It's such a shame that this place has been left and is slowly falling to pieces, because it's been really well maintained at one point. And it's so lovely. And it's in Oxford, so probably worth a fortune. In fact, is that... Oh no, maybe a different room. Yeah, in Oxford as well. Oh, I wonder if that's Kiki with a cat. I wonder if the cat was called Josh. But yeah, it's a shame, innit? You've got an house in Oxford that's massive, huge garden. It's just sat like this. And we've got people screaming out for houses. And the houses that are on the market are just ridiculous prices. Just makes no sense. See, it's cool but sad, because you can see them going through all the different stages of their lives. I'm guessing that's her there, look. So we've seen her as a child. We've seen her as maybe a late teenager, early 20s. Then she's maybe in her 40s, 50s there. And now she would be roughly 80 based on what I've worked out so far. So it's a shame, it really is. I don't think there's a great deal up here. Just a camera and a cassette Walkman. That's so cool. I'm sure I had something similar to that. But that's quite good. I like that. Right. I think... Oh, there's Marilyn Monroe and Charles and Diana on the floor down there. But I think we're about done. Right. I didn't notice this earlier. I'm just halfway down the stairs and I sort of let Bear's lead go. See, we're pulling me downstairs. And as I did, the torch went down. But look, I didn't notice this earlier on. There's a bush there. There's lights on the bush and they turned on. Now it's only done off batteries, so someone may have done that. But does that mean that there's... Is it the same batteries? Are they still working from when they were here? Or has somebody put those in? Freaked me out a little bit, to be fair. I just saw a light out of the corner of my eye. So, no idea. You're ready to go, aren't you? Stood by the door waiting. You want to go and get a nice warm hotel room, don't you? Right, it's been good to get back out. I'm not going to lie, I've enjoyed it tonight. Even though it's cold, I'm still not feeling very well. Like, my shoulder's hurting. I don't stop moaning. I complain all the time. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love doing what I do. And it's been frustrating over the last few weeks. I've still not got a car yet, but I should have next week. So I'm going to try and get some videos for you tomorrow while I've still got my dad's car. And then by the time those run out, we will hopefully, fingers crossed, have a car and maybe be in a position to go abroad and find some cool stuff abroad as well. So I have a bit of a mix of the British and the European, maybe even further afield if you're lucky. Right, love you all. Like I said earlier on, please subscribe. Help me get over 70,000 subscribers for now and then on to 100,000. And get over to Beeper Beef as well, the second channel, and Bear's channel, Beeper Bear. Right, love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye. Right, once again, just as you think it's done, I'm outside the door, the back door, in like a weird little segregated bit. But I want to show you something. I've just found a photo album. Don't know why it's out here. No idea. It's like someone's tried to pinch it. But look. Now that is Kiki. And him next to Kiki is, oh God, is either, Bear, doing me head in, is either her husband, which I think it is, or her son. But I think it's her husband, maybe. And if you look, if I go through these, because there's some really, really old looking photos in here, that's him. Now that's the same guy whose passport I found that we were looking through. But I don't know, I think it's that young looking husband. I don't know if I'm right, but he was an MBE, weren't he? So maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's her son. But I think it's her husband. And look, that's her sat in this house. That's that yellow wall and that's him by the looks of things there. So yeah, I just want to show you the connection, maybe the... And look, I told you, sat with the wine in that room, having little parties. I can imagine it. Anyway, time to go. I've still not gone. And that's because I realised there was a garage door. And then I've come back up this passageway and look what's in here. So there's a garage. But look what is in the garage. Look at this. It's a Triumph Herald 13/60. I don't know what that means. I don't know what. So it's an old G-Reg. Is it? I can never remember if it's suffix or prefix. But yeah, look at this. I don't know what year this would be, but it's pretty cool. And I'm not a car person, but even I think this is pretty cool. Bear's doing me head in because he's dragging me all over. But yeah, now it gives new meaning to the word bucket seat because you literally could not sit in there. Where would you put your legs? There is no room for anything. But yeah, that is pretty impressive. Hey, there's a tax disc up there for what looks like 2007, 2008. So this was still being driven round. Let's go around to the front. Might have to do this to show you properly. Yeah, look. Oh, I'm gonna let him off his lead. He's doing me head in. Yeah, look at that. How cool is that? You just don't believe that these things are left, especially with a house that's full of stuff as well. Like, you wouldn't believe that somebody been having a look at the engine in it. Oh, I don't know anything about engines. I don't know if it's even still got one in there. But it smells very oily. I do say some stupid things, don't I? Oh, 2010. 2010 was the last time it was taxed. But you'd think it would have been exempt with being a certain age. Anyway, once again, I'll see you later. I'm not coming back this time. Love you. Bye-bye.